Hello, it's Scotsman 1984. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing menu 5 from the UK 12-hour operational ration pack. This is a box of 2 that would come in a crate. You get 2 boxes. There is 10 menus in these 12-hour ration packs. You get 5 menus in one box and 5 menus in the other box. And it comes in one crate, so the guy I got these off of gave me a box of 5. They don't come sealed on top because the main box is sealed, so they're the worst, sitting like that. I'd gone in to get some 24-hour rations. I got a box of 5 off him, and he gave me some of these. He said to me, would you like some of the single meal rations? So the guys are calling these single meal rations. They're basically the equivalent of an MRE. So you get 5 menus in one box, 5 menus in another box out of the 10 menus. They come in a clear bag that's open, unlike an MRE, but we'll see that in a second. I'm going to do this one, menu 5, the vegetarian one. Rather than pick a menu, I just went for the one that stands out. It's a vegetarian, so I'll go for that one. So I'm going to do menu 5 today. So there we go. Get this out of the way. Right, just to let you see, I grab an MRE here. One that I'm going to be doing soon is the beef taco. You can see the size of it. So, closed. So they're a little bit bigger than an MRE, and they're a little bit heavier. Each one seems to be heavier than an MRE. They're obviously in a clear plastic bag. Because there's a food heater in it, it's got warnings about danger and stuff. All the politically correct health and safety, everything will kill you. These come in these bags, they're reusable bags, Ziploc bags, and they'll tell you right on the front on this bit of paper what they are, what's inside. And there's a wee thing so you can send it away, because us British obviously like to complain a lot, so you can say what you liked and didn't like, and you can win an iPod or an iPad. We'll open this up and have a look. It's got the easiest peelable seal in the world there. So there we go. We'll go through that. We have a little ring pool can of salted peanuts. Different languages on the back there. Standard. These have been these are in 24-hour ration packs, but this is what Britain's always done, as far as I've been using them, is you get a full pack like that. We have some squidge hazelnut spread with cocoa. Beyond the Beaten Track. Beyond the Beaten Track are part of Vesti Foods, and Vesti Foods are the ones that put all these together for the DE. Sorry, DE and S. Vesti Foods supply all these stuff for them, and they're part of Beyond the Beaten Track. So that's why everything here, most of the things in here, sorry, are part of Beyond the Beaten Track. You see, this is an apple turnover shelf stable. It looks very much like an MRE style package. So it's a very American style package. And it's a Beyond the Beaten Track FRH, and it looks like a single pad, big thick single pad, and multiple languages including Arabic on there. So that's just, I believe, again, it's just a civilian style Beyond the Beaten Track one you can get with I've just dropped everything with like an accessory pouch there. I'll just pick this stuff up. Sorry. Right, the drinks fell out here. Now, I had a look at the PDF from DE&S website, and these are designed for a patrol. They call them patrol rations. Designed for a patrol. No hot drinks. It has an FRH to cook up your main meal, but it says it has plenty of drinks, but none that need to be heated up. So we've got 3 here. We've got a raspberry beverage powder type. It's 45 grams in there. I have a apple beverage powder type. Same kind of style. Don't even know if that. Different names. That one's a Vesti Foods one, and that one's Jolena from Germany. Don't know why, so different types. And again, there's another one there from Germany, and that's a cherry one. Beyond the Beaten Track dark chocolate chip oat biscuits, 50 grams, and 2018 shelf code on there. All the allergy device ingredients. And this one is the chickpea curry, chickpeas with onion and potato and a spicy curry sauce. And there's your information there. Again, Vesti Foods. And we have a feedback prize draw. I don't think I'd be able to fill that one in. Let's have a look in here. So it's exactly the same type of bag for this one as the main bag. And again, you get a third bag. I do not understand why you would need so many bags. Garbage, keep. I think we'd only maybe need two, one garbage, one for keeping. But here we go. Let's have a look in here. So we have a spork. That's a big thick rein. You can see there's a reinforced spline in there as well. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. That is a very thick, durable spork. I think these are the same ones in the 24-hour. Nice big sturdy fork, and it is quite big. And we have, oh, okay, 4 Beyond the Beaten Tracks alcohol-free antibacterial wipe. They are massive, and to get 4 of them in one pack. It says on the PDF there's no hot beverages because there's no way to heat them up. But like any good soldier, you might have your wee stove with you anyway, so they do provide a tea there. We have a Beyond the Beaten Track creamer ×2. Same again, Beyond the Beaten Track, but sugar this time. And a Dow Egbert's instant coffee. So it says on the PDF that there's none, and that's as off their main site, yet there are some in there. And we have the V6 chewing gum that has been sealed. The machine has sealed over the chewing gum there, so they're absolutely, I think there's actually 2 bits in there, the 2 bits, and then there's a third bit that's been trapped from maybe another packet in there, so I don't know how good they'll be. And we have some Oasis water purifying tablets. Maybe a third bag is for purifying water. So there we'll have everything from the menu 5 of the 12-hour ration pack. So there's everything laid out. Okay, so I've read the instructions on this FRH because it's slightly different to the US ones that I've used before. So it does say tear to these notch lines first. These ones are so you can get your meal out with ease. So it says to tear there. It says to put this in. I'm going to just give that a wee mix first. Now this is a 300 gram bag of chickpea curry because it's the vegetarian one. So it says to put this in. Now I'm just going to get this out just so you can see it. It's just one big pouch. I don't want to touch it too much. And it has the exact same Geschultz style one on the MRE there. So it says to place it centrally, but it's going to move when I try and put the water in anyway. I just wanted to show you the pad because I've never seen this before. I'm going to put the pad under because the tab's on that side. So it says put it in. I'll grab some water. This is up to the fill line. So it's a bigger pad. There's a lot of stuff in there, so it's got a big hip. Oh, dearie me. So that's the fill line. I've made an absolute mess. So make sure the pad's in the middle there. So it's to fold over and use the that to seal it. Now it says on this one to leave it flat and to ensure that the pad is central. So let's see if that heats up. Okay, so I did an RC Gusto and I managed to spill the water when I was filling something. So I've cleaned it up. That's been about a minute, and I don't feel any heat. Although I do hear a noise. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Let's try let this pad a bit more. This one, it says on there, in contact with water releases flammable gas, causes skin irritation, causes serious eye damage. Oh, and oh my goodness, that just all of a sudden, I don't know if you've seen that there. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. That came out of nowhere. The pad, I assume there then that the pad must have a sort of thickness to it that takes a while for the water to soak through, so that you've put it down and you're not touching it when it does that, because that has gone too hot to touch. Well, that's interesting. I didn't think that was working. Okay, so we'll leave that. It does say on it, in 12 minutes your food will be cooked. So we'll move that to the side and we'll start traying up. Okay, so we're going to try this beverage crisp powder raspberry first. Now it says the powder requires 375 mils of cold water. I believe, looking at that, that's roughly probably your canteen cup, your Army Issue UK one that would fit over that. So I've got the 375 in there, so I'll make it up to the right and then I'll put it in a glass to drink. So we'll try the apple one again, 375 mils. And that one's a clear, it's a white powder, not clear. And this one actually does look a bit like apple juice, and there's little specks of brown in there. It almost looks like a spiced apple juice there. We'll open the peanuts next. So nice wee ring pull. And we have some salted peanuts. Oh, smell just like a fresh pack of peanuts. Plenty in there, that's quite deceiving. And we have our Beyond the Beaten Track dark chocolate chip oat biscuits, 50 grams in there, and they're best before February 2018. Tear notches, that I can see. There we go. Oh, there's 5 oat biscuits in there. Grab an old broken one, let you have a look. You see the little chocolate chips in there. And we have our squidge. That's 40 grams in there. And it's a seal. I'll put some of this on a biscuit since we've not got any crackers of that. Oh, I should have mixed that. Whoops. So that's what happens when you don't mix the your peanut butter and stuff like that up in the MREs. I always do it in MRE and I totally forgot to do it in there. So you get all the juices that I've separated, because yeah, it's a lot thicker at the bottom. So that was my fault. Let's try that again. What will do on a fresh one? Got rid of that other one. There we go, much better. It's quite runny. There we go. And we'll have our shelf stable apple turnover. You can see the ingredients there. Lots of ingredients for such a small thing. 100 grams. Let's open that up. and as I expected, it is basically exactly like what you'd find in an MRE. So it's very, very soft, and it smells of spiced apple. And we do have the chewing gum, which has had an accident where a bit was caught. Let's open this up. So yeah, that was the bit you can see where it's been crushed into the bag. So there are 2 bits still there. They should probably still be okay. I thought they'd still be okay. And I've got my absolutely massive wet wipe. Okay, so this has had the time it says. Let's try not to do that too close to the food. And it says to tear there, and it does give you much easier access to the pouch. Get rid of that. Some heat coming off that. Let's not breathe that in. And the pouch has gone completely solid. Oh, it's nice and hot. As my usual luck, I can never seem to open one of these properly. Oh, lovely flavours coming out of there. And there's our chickpea curry with chickpeas, onion and potato and a spicy curry sauce. Whoops. That's hot, hot, hot. Okay. Okay, so let's go around and, well, we'll start with the peanuts first. It's nice big size peanuts. You can see the salt on them. Yep, nice fresh peanuts. Just as I'd buy a KP bag of salted peanuts. It tastes just the same, nice amount of salt on it. They're really nice. Well, we'll try the drinks first. And you can see on this, there's a brown layer on there. Maybe like a spice, a nutmeg spice or something on that. That's brilliant. That tastes to me like I'm drinking fresh apple juice with a little bit of spice in it. That is absolutely brilliant. That's a really nice one. I would definitely want that again. That's absolutely brilliant. We'll try the raspberry one. Again, the raspberries taste like fresh squeezed raspberries in there. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm really impressed with those juices. They're not gritty. They taste like fresh juice. Obviously, they don't look. I mean, the apple one looks a bit, but the raspberry juice just looks like a standard beverage base powder. But the taste out of them is absolutely excellent. I'm quite impressed with that. Right, we'll leave the cookies in the apple turnover. We'll try this first. So we've got chickpeas, potatoes and peas in here with a curry sauce. There's an amazing smell coming off it. Get you way close up there. Let's give this a try. So that is, it's a lovely creamy taste to that. Excuse me. The potatoes are a little bit harder than, like, say, the last ration packs I've done where there've been potatoes. These are a little bit harder, even though they're so small. They're a bit more, I say, undercooked, but yeah, no, they're quite nice. Peas are perfect, and chickpeas are excellent as well. This is a really nice dish, entree. The spice in there's a little bit of spice. It's a creamy-ish spice, and I really enjoy that. That's it's not too spicy, but you can taste it. It's absolutely brilliant. Nice. I'm going to do something here. Now, our chef used to, when I was in the army, when he'd make a curry, he'd always have a load of bowls out. He'd have shredded egg, sultanas, and you'd have peanuts as well. Loads of different things to accompany the curry. And I got quite used to doing that. When I make a curry in the house, I like to have shredded egg and stuff, and some nuts and things as well. So I'm going to try some of these nuts in there and give me that old school curry taste. That adds another dimension to that. That's really nice. I quite like that. So yeah, they go together. Okay, we'll try an oat cookie first. So these are the dark chocolate oat cookies from Beyond the Beaten Track. They're brilliant. It's like double chocolate. There's a chocolate, obviously you can see the colour of the cookie within it. Excuse me. And the dark chocolate is just, the little chunks you get are really nice. It's nice and thin as well. They would be perfect in a cup of tea or coffee, I must admit. And I think if you had a stove and you were able to make up the coffee, you can make it into, as Steve 1989 does, he makes his army mochaccino. That'd be perfect in there as well. So let's try this, well, as long as this squidge tastes good. So let's try that out. Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. That's making my mouth water. That's really nice. So let's try the apple turnover, the shelf stable apple turnover here. There we go. It just reminds me of eating an MRE at this point. So we've got the apple sauce. I believe that'll be like an apple jelly in there, I suppose. Let's give that a try. If I can get that to focus first. Very soft, cakey, but there's definitely cinnamon. It reminds me of something, and I can't quite put my I think it's like I'm sure it's like a cinnamon bun with apple sauce in it or something. It's really nice, but there's a cinnamon flavour to that as well, which is making the taste absolutely brilliant. So I'm just gonna, why not, get a bit of the squidge on there. The squidge seems to work on everything. That's brilliant as well. So that adds a little dimension to that as well. So I think if I was going to have a cup of coffee to go with my oaty biscuits here, some of that in there would just be delectable. I think that would be the icing on the cake. So this is before I go any further, so we'll have this alcohol-free antibacterial wipe. Look, the size of that thing. Normally you seem to get them, they're about that size. So let's try it. Let's see how big this actually is. There we go. Absolutely massive. So clean your hands, clean your face. It's very it's quite like soapy on there. Clean your hands, clean your face, and clean all your utensils probably with that one. I was supposed to do the Hal Hal one first, but I wanted to push this out because I was quite excited about that. I put a thing up on mreinfo.com that I'd managed to get some, so I wanted to push this out so I could show you guys these, because I've never seen them before. No doubt someone will have seen the Beyond the Beaten Track heater and some of this stuff. I've seen squidge and something else before in another video, but because it's Beyond the Beaten Track, the Investi Foods, such a big company, lots of things under it, or they're part of a bigger company, they'll obviously do different things, like the Norwegian rations and stuff come with some of this and different things. So as it's a European country I'm in, everyone seems to kind of trade and everyone seems to kind of use some of the same stuff in their rations. So an excellent ration is basically designed to be an MRE. It's a step down from the 24-hour ration pack, so I assume that they'll be using these a lot more from now on. Any questions, comments down below, that'd be excellent. A nice wee thumbs up or thumbs down, and why not subscribe. So until next time, thanks again for watching, have a great day, and see you later.